Hello, class. Today we're going to be talking about database fundamentals and why it's advantageous to store information in a database that's going to be accessible on a website. There are a couple advantages that honestly I think are pretty critical, and I think that they might even be overlooked because it's just kind of obvious sometimes, and that's the ability to modify the data on the fly. And so, what I mean by that is, recently I actually developed an application, and it was a very simple application. It was just to learn the Unity UI, and I decided to use a database to reference all of the information, the sound files and the image files, the texture files. That way, if I want to change them in the future, I'm not changing any code. I'm not changing anything besides the target. So, in other words, if I want to change let's say I want to change a reference for a sound file. Let's say I want to update a sound file. All I need to do is put a sound file with the same name and overwrite that file, and it's going to update the entire application. I don't have to even send out updates on the application side on Android. It just is instant. So somebody could be mid-use in the application, and it should automatically start taking in that new file, that new texture. Which is really cool. I think it's streamlined, it's effective. So the ability to do instantaneous changes without pushing updates to customers is one huge thing. They hit refresh on a web page, they see new data, and you're going to see that across the board, pretty much on every website you've ever been to. I mean, bigger websites, anything with a storefront, anything like a news website, gaming websites, blogs. All of those are going to be database-driven websites. Is there a downside to storing and delivering content through a database? And I would say for the most part, no. I would say maybe the overhead, but the overhead has become the norm of having a database. So you have to have the extra CPU cycles for the database and the PHP to be running on the server side. But I mean, that's become such a standard in web development that most web servers are built around a certain number of concurrent users accessing a dynamic web page. So it really shouldn't be that big of an issue.